And your mic's hot.
Hey, everybody. I'm Joe Gates. I'm your host tonight. And thank you so much for coming to see Hot Switch Improv. Give you a little idea of what we do if you've forgotten, or if this is your first time. If it's your first time, welcome. We have a very awesome, original, virtual improv format that harkens back to the days of old where you could just kind of like, click on the TV and just kind of channel surf all over the place. So when you hear that little click, click, you're gonna, oh, there we go. You're gonna see like a different scene, an ad or something like that, as if you're channel surfing. Thank you so much for spending your time with us tonight. While we're chatting, you can go over here, and if you haven't put in like a word of inspiration to kind of get us started, just put something in right over here. It could be any word that brings you joy, maybe something physical, preferably not food, but whatever you put in, we'll work with it. That said, you know what? Let's get all of the hotties in here. Get on in here, hotties. Woo! It's Hot Switch tonight. It's time to get started.
Yes.
Yeah. A big shout out to Adil Rafai, who's somewhere else. He is our coach, and he is amazing, and we miss him dearly. And the other members of our squad, we love you wherever you are. They're doing their own fun thing. You know what's not really fun? Remember the time that we got called in to defuse that bomb?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we did the Grace Ferry Pathmark, and it was in the vegetable area.
Mm-hmm. Hot switch lore you're learning right now.
Yeah, that was summer of '92, I believe.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Nirvana's "Smells Like Teen Spirit" had just come out.
It had, and it was amazing. But what wasn't amazing was the number of wires involved. Too much for me.
And there were so many colors. It's like, why would they even put them in? There was a rainbow of wire colors.
As an 8-year-old at the time, like that actually was cool for me. That part was pretty cool. The colorfulness of it, bomb that we diffused, that was cool.
And you know what? Not having been born yet, I was most frustrated with the fact that Liam's Walkman wires were getting mixed up with the bomb wires.
Yeah. And as an 11-year-old who had an amazing pen that had several different pens that you could put down to have different colors, and they smelled like stuff, right? Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I was also kind of enchanted.
So once upon a time, writing implements smelled like things. We all had Mr. Sketch that smelled amazing. Why did we move away from that?
I think.
Well, it's kind of weird because you're not supposed to smell markers.
No.
And it doesn't kill brain cells. So I mean, with like Sharpies as you grow up, so. Maybe, it kind of seems like maybe not the greatest habit to instill in our youth.
No.
Well, I miss them.
That was the best part, though, was that the fact that the wires were labeled in a cherry-scented Sharpie.
Oh, it's so good.
We didn't realize that until we flipped them over.
Exactly. And I mean, good on Katie Nash for having like really, really keen eyesight. And not only did we know that it was red, probably because it was cherry, but it also wasn't the pink wire strawberry one that we were supposed to avoid at all cost. So thank you.
It made the location of a grocery store, salient.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Exactly. Oh my gosh, do you think that was their thing? They're just like, we're in a grocery store and I want to bring a theme to this bomb.
It was the vegetative bomber.
Yeah. I just can't understand why Liam had to constantly be listening to that Spice Girls cassette the whole time.
I like their work. I don't think that's not all of them just posh.
Yeah.
Just posh? Name the other ones.
Go Go ahead, Liam. After you.
Go ahead, Liam. You're such a huge fan. You couldn't stop.
I'm a friggin' posh. You know? There's Sporty. Queen.
Yep, that's it.
Yep, Queen.
Anyway, we don't have to get into it right now. We don't have to talk
we have a
about
show to do.
them, all 5, but they exist and everybody knows what they are.
Mm-hmm. Colin, you know what? It is time to start the show. Thank you guys for being I hope this was much fun to go down a little bit of a hot switch lore memory lane. But Colin, do we have any kind of spicy, awesome suggestions?
Yeah, we have some pretty good suggestions here. I'm kind of torn between 2, so maybe I'll let you guys pick one.
Oh.
I've got balloons and pyramids. Which do you like better?
I like balloons.
All right, I like balloons too. Let's go with balloons. Thank you very much. Hayton Consoles. I hope I'm pronouncing that right.
I also hate consoles.
Thanks so much.
Consoles.
Oh, consoles.
That's nice.
Thank you, balloons.
Thank you so much.
Balloons.
All right.
Here, I'll take it from you. I got it. Man, you know, like I remember just like how much fun it's been to be your friend over just like past couple of decades, and just like doing anything will just bring back like the kind of like ethereal floating memories that, like, you know, I've like built with you as a friend.
Right. Well, you know, I'm so glad that we're taking time to have this party to celebrate our friendship. It's been a wild ride.
I know.
It's been a wild ride, and I mean, it's just I mean, everything we've been through, that heist, you know, well, I mean, the poisoning.
Oh God.
I mean, there are a lot of memories.
You know, one of my favorite memories was when you, Scott, decided to go through your like dirty kind of slutty phase in college, and you're just like, you know, you're just putting yourself all out there, and it's just like a side of you that I'd never seen before. And I was like, all right, Scott, all right, I see you out on the dance floor doing your dirty dancing or your moves and stuff.
Oh yeah, it was a different time. We were, you know, in our 20s, and we were. I was honestly, Deborah, it was kind of weird. You were not there. It seemed like you were off and you were at the bar.
Yeah, you know, like I was trying a different approach. I was just like, well, what if I'm like Strider? You know, I'm like sit in the corner, just kind of like smoke, let like the lit cigarette illuminate my face. Tried that trick a couple of times, doesn't really work. I was going at it from a different angle. I think you were the one who kind of like, you know, got the most babes. You know, it's fine. So,
you know, I'm glad that you quit smoking. And load up these balloons a lot easier. Am I right?
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah.
No, I'm just. So you did not have much romantic sort of luck at that time.
Yeah, I thought it was like, I've always been like a romantic at heart. I like to think of like, like topical college, taking romanticism and thinking of like, I was like, oh, it's gonna be all like, like things you pick up at CVS, like in the book aisle and whatever. But it was like, it really changed my life. The because like romanticism's really about like all the different corners of the human heart, especially the dark ones. And then I'm like, yeah, that's my approach,
Yeah. I remember a streaky night that we were all running across the quad and there was beer all over and and you were off again. You knew that thing with the cigarette and it seemed like you were playing checkers, but there was no one that you were playing against.
I was an open invitation, like an open invitation to the world. Like, who's daring and brave enough to like hang out with Declan, So
it seemed like there were pieces that had moved, though. I mean, it was like halfway through the game.
Yeah, well, I mean, like I wanted to like set something up and be like, who's moving. I was trying to set it up. I'm not good at like, chess or checkers, any board games whatsoever. So I just kind of like put them in the areas where I thought like, look most interesting and artistic. Maybe some of them were wrong.
Click.
Oh man, well, this is the most exciting World Series of Sorry that I've seen played on a board in a while. Isn't that right, Chun?
That's right, Jill. We haven't seen a Sorry game like this since the Parashuka incident of 1842, when Sorry pieces were flying and little boys were crying.
Woo, it looks like the Romanians with the red are making a hard play down the straight here. It really is going to come down to this next roll. How well, are they going to make it into the weird tower thing? Are they going to hit it? Are they not going to hit it? Is green going to come up from behind?
Well, it looks like we have Brandon Montezuma here. He's got about 4 spaces before he's home free, but he does have to look out for his competitor, Aaron Kwakalua.
You have to be careful when it comes to Brandon Montezuma because he does a thing called the Montezuma Rumble that we've seen him deploy repeatedly at championships for Sorry. And what it is it involves him rolling the dice and then he gets a 5. And that's a good number, as we know.
And we do know that Brian Babaluba sure is good at rolling those 5s. In his past 6 matches, he's actually rolled 14 consecutive 5s. He sure is on a hot streak today, isn't he, Jill?
He's got the magic fingers, Chun. He's got what we in the biz, we call them the magic fingers. And it's when you can just roll one thing. And it's just the only thing that you can do is just you're rolling your one number that you can roll. And it's not die specific, surprisingly.
It really isn't, and we have seen competitors in the past who have been disqualified for juicing, causing them to put juice into the dice pit and can get consecutive rolls from that. They're no longer allowed to do that.
The kind of juicing that we've seen in the dice pit in our day, I remember when we were overseeing and spectating on the championships back in Chile in 1992, and it was a devastating case of dice pit juicing. It was a prune juice.
Mm-hmm. The cranberry as well.
It was a mix of cranberry is what they were calling.
Click.
Sorry.
Thank you and welcome back. It's so good to have so many spectators here as we return to medieval medicine with Dr. Clancy. That's my full name. I'm not a doctor. That's my full name. So what we do on this show, and I'm so excited to get started, you come to me with the problems that you have health-wise, and I will recommend the correct medieval solution using all four of the humors. Oh yes. So we have. Thank you so much. Thank you, Stacy. What seems to be the problem?
Here's what happened, Dr. Yancey. It was the full moon.
Yes.
And I got kicked by a goat.
Oh.
So obviously I shoved as much straw as I could down my throat.
Yes. Oh, and now you're suffering from some of the whatever forms, whatever makes
goat throat.
You have goat throat. All right. This is the first time. This is very exciting. First time that we've had goat throat on our show. One of the things that, and this is very popular for the time, medieval times, that I'm going to recommend you is a thing that I call. Oh, she's over. Can we get somebody to? All right. Well, I'll tell everybody listening at home while I apply it in real time. What I like to do is I call this half a mouse. So you get your half mouse or a whole mouse, and you just kind of cut it in half. And what we're going to do is we're going to go over to her and we're going to apply half of the mouse to her mouth. This also works on warts, anything happening on the gonads, and pimples. So as you can see, she's well, she might be choking at this point. So half mouse theory hasn't really failed me yet, but I'm just going to leave that there. Can we have another caller? Call in to medieval medicine.
Okay.
Click.
Whoa, back in our day when we played rock and roll music for the young kids, we used to sing about things like girls and hot rods and cool cars. Isn't that right, Blake?
Yeah, we used to sing about cool stuff like emotional availability and keeping your promises and cars. You know, the stuff.
Cars, motorcycles, and obeying your parents' rules.
Woo! Wow!
But these days, we like to take things a little bit edgier. Isn't that right, Blake?
Yeah, we like to keep it real cool these days. All right, we're talking about consent, and we're talking about emotionally available conversations. Am I right?
Yep, and getting plenty of fiber in your diet with cranberry juice. Wow!
Did someone say fiber?
I was too busy hydrating. Hold on.
Look who it is, our old bandmate, Branberry Billy.
Ooh, you know, I love a big old glass of that fiber Metamucil.
Yeah, that muse. That muse.
That
brand knows.
That reminds me of that one song we wrote. Metamucil for my two-soul. Why don't we sing it a cappella for the folks back home? I'll count in. And a 5, 6, 7, bass, go.
I'm sorry.
Click.
Go.
Click. Hey, Brad, are you awake?
I just fallen asleep. God, what is it, Susan? I have a meeting tomorrow.
No, I know. I was just thinking of, like, how you ever think about how romance dies?
Well, no.
Did you laugh? I'm sharing my feelings here.
No, I didn't laugh. I wasn't laughing. I was clearing my throat. God, Susan, it's the middle of the night.
I'm sorry. I kind of thought I woke myself up. I was having that dream again.
Yeah,
About
decades of marriage. I know the dream. I know it's the one. It's the one where you show up to the party and you're the only one there. And you've forgotten their present.
Yeah, exactly. And so, I mean, that's, I don't know. Like, I just want to I want to renew our vows. I want to get married all over again. Hey, hey, are you listening to
No,
me?
I am listening about our vows.
Okay, all right. I'm just double checking. And then like I also like want to wear like another dress. Like I want to wear a different dress. Oh, the other dress was, I mean, that's my mom's. So it wasn't really my day. And I was like, are you awake?
Not there.
Awake. I am awake.
Did you hear that?
I woke up.
2 in the morning, go to sleep.
That's what I was saying, Dad.
Dad, I don't want to wear your wife's wedding dress to my renewal vow ceremony.
You're gonna don't make me come in there.
Don't come in here, Dad.
I like that you're comfortable enough with my father to call him Dad.
Well, after you made us have him move in with us and you wouldn't let me, I worked so hard so that I can buy things so that I don't have to do things. And I was planning on buying him a spot at Shady Reserve. And I had been thinking about it for a while. And then you sprung this whole Dad's moving in with us thing. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to get comfortable with it because there's going to be no shutting you up if I don't.
It's true. I don't shut up. Wait a second. You said Shady Reserve?
Yeah, Shady Reserve down in Milltown.
I completely misheard you, and I thought you were planning on making him go to Shady Reserve again.
Click.
No, that was a short-term solution. Click.
Quick.
Man, Glortly, can you believe it's senior year of Space High School?
Oh my, how the time flies.
It seems like just yesterday we were gestating in freshman year of Space High School, and now our craniums have expanded with all the knowledge we've learned.
And next year I'll be going up the glory box of fuel. 8.
And I'll be going to Space Community College.
I really think you set the bar a little too low.
I didn't want to let myself down by applying to Gorbatron X.
And I think you need to set your sights a little higher.
You really think that I could be a Gorbatron X proselyte?
Gorbatron X.
Oh, Glorply, you are the greatest comrade that a space kid could ever ask for.
Excuse me, Declinator 77. Blorp Blop, would you like to come to my friendship party that I'm having in order to monetize the end of this experience?
Yes, please.
I will see you at the friendship party.
That's okay. I have plans that parsec. Oh, Glorply!
Click.
Click.
It's no longer night. Well, I think that was a really good party. I'm going to turn on all the lights here. You know, just
Declan, and you know, it's you're so you can be so mysterious, you know, and we all gathered here to maybe and convince you to maybe come out with this sometime, you know? I mean,
Oh, I mean, I'm just okay. All right. Okay. I see what all of this was. It wasn't just to kind of like, celebrate our friendship, although we did do that. I did dance just a little bit, try to keep up with you. This is you guys are just trying to bring me out of my shell again in my 40s.
I mean, it's been too long. You know, I think let's put away the checkerboard. Let's put it away. Just maybe look a little higher. Maybe I mean really enjoy like what life has to offer. You know, Declan.
All we're saying, Declan, is that you've gotten to a point in your life where, well, I don't want to say it, but there's a certain Steve Carell film that is starting to seem a little familiar.
And it's not old school.
Because he's not in that one.
He's not in
Okay.
We want to, Declan, we just, we've seen our friendship grow throughout the years, and we've seen parts of your social life grow throughout the years. And we just thought that maybe it was time for one particular aspect of your social life to begin. The sexy part.
Oh, Mandy, you're talking about my sexual experiences that haven't happened.
Yes. Yeah, that's what we're all talking about. That's
Oh,
Mandy
okay.
and myself. Yeah.
All right. Okay. I feel very exposed, very vulnerable, and called out. All right. Okay. So, dating app.
That's a
great
start.
Yeah.
All right. Well, great. I mean, like I've already been working on like a little bit in my head. Enjoys dark corners. Wants to finish the right game with the right gal. Let me see. Hates dancing. Enjoys the company of wolves.
I mean, I don't want to like overstep, and maybe you guys can help out here, but maybe less about like checkers and
wolves.
Yeah.
Wolves are very advanced creatures. Did you know at the end of their howl, the undulation that happens is actually their mark, their kind of personal signature, and that's how they can tell each other apart.
And that's so cool. That's really cool. Maybe not the best thing on your dating profile, though.
Oh, okay.
There is a character limit.
If that comes up on a date, you can...
All right.
You get into that. The wolf stuff.
That's super simple. Erase that out of there. Hello, I'm Declan. I would like to introduce you to my knife room.
Click.
And
click.
Click.
Right. So I sort of had these feelings, and well, Bishop, I've got to say that when you're a chess piece and you're the king, everyone expects you to be in love with the queen, and the queen is great. I love the queen as a friend, but well, the rook, the rook and I have started.
Yes, your liege, my liege, a liege.
We've been sort of having fun on the side, and Bishop, I had maybe I should have brought this up in confession or something, but
my liege, my child, you've come to me at the right time. You should follow your heart. what the Lord, what you want for yourself and your game of your life is what our Lord wants for you. And I would remind thee that thy and the rook are both made to travel, side to side and up and down. And it, different distances, but there's nothing unnatural in that pairing.
It's just that the queen, she seems to be everywhere.
Scene! Yeah! Everybody get in here. Let's take a little virtual bow. Thank you guys so much. And thank all of you, everybody who decided to come in here and kind of like make themselves at home in our little virtual theater. Thank you so much for coming. Big shout out to Colin. Give it up for Colin. We'll take a wave, Colin. Colin is our tech, and we would not be able to do any of this without his just profound knowledge and wisdom of the ethereal internet. Let's give it up also to Adel Rafai. Yay! Adel is our coach. He's amazing. He's extremely talented and extremely patient and handsome. And to all of you that came, thank you so much. Give it up for yourselves. If you enjoyed this show and you're watching it on YouTube, you can click like a little like, and that helps us. If you're like, I'm not on YouTube, I don't know where I am, then you can just go to Facebook, and you can go to @HotSwitch, and you can show us a little virtual love and like us right there. Yeah, and we do this monthly. So the next show that we're going to be doing is going to be on the 4th Tuesday, and that is September 28th, as we get into a little bit of fall action here. We'll all don our like proper fall attires, sweater vests, thick rimmed glasses. What?
Pumpkin spice.
Pumpkin, just all over ourselves. It's going to be like the Queen. It's going to be everywhere. But thank you so much for coming. Show us a little virtual love, and we hope to see you next month. See you later, guys.